I still remember this feeling clear as day. I was overseas. I was between jobs. I wasn't sure if I was going to have enough money to pay my bills, and I was really praying that the income would come through and I'd be able to be okay. And the thing is, I remember that feeling so strongly. I kind of made a bit of a promise to myself that was, okay, the next time, Salvatore, we go overseas, I don't want to feel that ever again and have to worry about, are my bills covered? So I kind of want to walk you through what that is exactly about and how I use something to kind of to get around and overcome that. And I guess it's about the importance of making promises to yourselves and really harnessing that feeling, those bad feelings that you have, and the fear and the angst, and really channeling in them to motivation and crystallizing them to create something or work towards something to better your life. So to kind of give you a bit of context, that time I was overseas, I was reliant on an income, and because I was between jobs, I was getting paid out my annual leave. So I was like not really receiving a paycheck. But as well as that, leading up to this trip, the mortgage on my house continued to go up and up and up because of interest rates. And it was getting quite a scary realization in the sense that what I was getting from my job on a fortnightly basis by way of pay was nowhere near enough to cover that. And I was living in this house all by myself. And I started to kind of realize that I only had one income source. And I get that a lot of you watching this might be thinking, boo-hoo, cry me a river. But for me, it was important, and I think it's still good to document something like this and explain how I overcame it, to kind of give you the confidence to think about how this can apply to your own life. So for me, realizing that feeling, it became quite apparent that the wage from my work would not be enough. It would never be enough. And the fact that I realized that early, I was tremendously grateful for that, because a lot of people take a long time to realize that, or never realize that until it's too late. And there's not enough time to think about how to get around that. And it creates a very stressful, scary situation. So the fact that I had this aha moment early was a blessing. So what this meant was that I kind of looked at the place around me and realized the importance of leverage, in the sense that I had a spare room. So I kind of decided to myself, as soon as I get back, I'm going to rent out one of my rooms to start getting another source of income on a weekly or fortnightly basis, depending on how they pay, to really kind of alleviate that disparity with the wage, and also have something continuously come in without a whole lot of effort, in terms of that it's quite passive in that respect. And I gotta say, it was met with a huge relief. Now, I'm not gonna lie, there were a lot of components of that did require a lot of leveling up for me, in terms of being able to manage that and set clear rules and boundaries as a landlord. But the fact that it kind of got me that step closer to thinking back to that feeling when I was overseas and starting to be like, okay, this is the logical thing to do, to rent out this space. And it really, really helped it. But of course, it took me even longer to realize that one room rented isn't enough, which is where I kind of started to think, well, you need to kind of go further. And because I had another room that was a study, I thought, well, do I really need this to be a study? In the sense that what I'm working on isn't really generating anything. And it's going to be quite a while until that. And as well, because of the nature of my job, I need to be in a private, secluded room. So because of that, I figured, well, let's move the office into my room, right? And let's have that room rented out as well. And this kind of took me all the way till July 2024 to realize that. I wished I'd realized this sooner. I probably could have saved a lot of that heartache when going overseas. But I guess the point that I kind of thought about that and could start to see how renting one room wasn't enough helped me to see that I have to sacrifice some freedom and level up in order to be more at ease and be able to sleep at night in terms of paying these bills. And more importantly, to be prepared for when the international trip comes up. Now, the thing is, in November 25, went overseas to the US to celebrate my fiance's cousin's getting married. And it was an awesome event. But part of me knew that I think it was made more awesome or made worry-free by the fact that I had leveraged these rooms to give me rent on a weekly basis or fortnightly basis, being supplementary to my income. And changing jobs in the intervening period also helped boost that, and clearing my debts in terms of student loans also helped to mean that there was more of that positive cash flow coming in. Yes, the mortgage did somewhat go down, not a whole lot. So my only choice really was to have more income coming in, and it really made a hell of a difference. I just remember being overseas and just seeing the receipts of this income and knowing that it's all going to be okay and I've got more than enough to cover my bills. Was this real 180 or 360 transformation moment where I knew that I'd kind of done it. I mean, I can still see that there's a long and further way to go, but in terms of being able to have that comfort and freedom of traveling for about just over 3 weeks and knowing your bills are paid, having enough annual leave and using that annual leave to also continually derive income while overseas was a really cool feeling. But I knew that there were more spheres to this, and I knew that eventually I want to supplement this with something else that also generates some type of income or pays dividends. Potentially it's the sale of my book Life Cycles, which is $10, and it really helps you transform your life through cycling, much like how I've done, taking you through step by step in an autistic level of detail, 160 pages, about how to do that, save tens of thousands on bikes, save so much money on bike clothing, save so much on nutrition, everything bike related, your one-on-one stop shop to kind of figure that out. And that's kind of something that gives me the confidence for the future, because I know that more things are going to come up, like the responsibility of having a family, having even more bills to pay. I need to start being proactive, and I need to kind of think back to that feeling of, oh crap, is there going to be enough to cover, to continually keep pushing. It can kind of seem hard for guys because I was talking to someone the other day about this, it just kind of feels like it doesn't let up. But I think that's kind of the point of life. You have to be prepared for the unexpected. And the only way to do that is to keep pushing by being kind of laissez-faire about it and not really having much step-ups and progressions. You need to be able to filter and channel that in some way, shape or form. By banking on the fact that you might get a promotion or you're looking for a promotion isn't really going to change much. If I was relying on that, I would still be screwed, in the sense that it would still be very tight to cover my bills. My saving grace was that I was able to leverage these 2 rooms. It kind of came out the other end, which is really awesome. But in situations where you're not, really think about what you have. Like, for example, if you're leasing a car, do you really need to lease a car? Get rid of that. It's just a loan and liability that's not really going to help you achieve anything. Oh yeah, I need a car to get around. Get a bike. It's a one-off investment. And it costs nearly nothing compared to a monthly lease for a car. In fact, if you spent the same amount on a monthly lease for a car, I guarantee you that you could get set up on the bike with everything for a really long point in time. So that's just such a stark difference about how much better that money can be leveraged. But that's a whole nother video for itself. But what I'm trying to say is, I came out the other end from being kind of really stressed, unsure, worried, fearful of being able to pay my bills. I thought about it. I took that feeling, I harnessed it, I thought deeply, I set it up in the way that I would be able to have another source come in. And that really made a world of difference. And that's what I want to share with you today. I'll be talking about this more in depth in an upcoming project I've got called The Tutorial Level, which is going to be a free ebook for all of you, which kind of takes everything I've learned on YouTube in these 2 years, everything I stand for and represent in terms of how you can build your own life, how you set yourself up in a very bad position currently without spending a single dollar. That's the whole point of this. I want to give you such an abundance of value that will really turn your life around so you can start to see like I really care and that I'm not trying to fleece you and that I really believe that you can make a difference. And that's kind of what I want to leave you with, a teaser that something's coming soon. So conquer mountains, conquer life.